What is up, party people? Welcome to another episode of Hog Rider Radio. I'm your gorgeous host, Dylan Branscombe, and I'm going to run through everybody because we just did a big podcast. Chad, Ethan, Canaan, Braven, they're all here. You know the crew.
Up?
You know the crew. We talk about nerdy stuff on this Hog Rider Radio. You already know the drill.
Yeah.
And the drill today is Stranger Things. Season 5 specifically.
Volume 2 and 3.
Yes, we did Volume 1 already. And now it's about Volume 2 and 3 and the overall product as well, how we think about it. So obviously this is a very quick intro. Sorry to break, but we're just going breakneck speed.
We're done after.
We did a long one before this, so
a very good one. Check that out.
It was very good. But we're going to talk about Stranger Things now. Chad, did you like Stranger Things?
Did you like? Don't like? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. There were some good parts. And then there were also some just parts that just shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Then are we going into
Spoiler free right now.
spoiler? Okay. Yeah. So just a lot of the first half of it I liked, but just going towards the ending, like
Yeah.
I did not really have an interest.
Yeah.
Ethan, what did you think?
If you've already watched our volume 1,
One episode.
I was ranting and raving about volume 1 because I really did enjoy volume 1, and even volume 2 for the most part. Like like Chad said at the beginning, I was with it. I was like, all right, we got this thing rolling, and then just midway through it, I'd say about probably episode 7, and then into the finale, it kind of just lost me.
Right.
Like there was some moments in there, like he said, still hit. There was still some big, like me and my family just kind of when some certain things happen. Just because we've been watching this for the past 9 years, but just those moments did not outshine the moments that were just a letdown. So I didn't absolutely hate it, but it was not what I felt it needed to be.
Okay. Canaan?
Yeah. Yeah. Volume
It's gonna be a very depressing episode.
volumes 2 and 3 were just not there. And the more I keep hearing about the Duffer Brothers and what happened with the writing and all that, the more I'm understanding why it was not as good as it should have been. Like, first off, which one got divorced from the wife that
which one of them.
It doesn't matter.
one of them got divorced. It was his wife that
One of
ghost
the
wrote
Duffer brothers got divorced.
that ghost wrote. His wife ghost wrote most of it.
Yeah.
Supposedly. I'm not sure if that's confirmed or not. But then also in one of their behind the scenes thing, apparently they had ChatGPT up on the thing.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Using
report, yeah.
AI to
I saw that picture. Yeah.
So I'm like,
Raise some questions.
it just keeps getting worse and worse the more I look into it. I'm just like, okay, maybe that's why this ending wasn't good. But
It's very obvious, but they also started this season before the last episode was even fully written. So it's like you can kind of tell.
They started before the last episode was even written. Period. Like they
hadn't started it?
Started before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought it just wasn't finished, but yeah,
What?
the last epised they started filming.
Yeah.
This season.
Yeah. They didn't even
So-
start writing it the final episode until they were in production. So
Yeah.
it's-
It's not good. Raven?
no.
it was okay. I mean, I'm gonna say that like as this. Okay. I loved Volume 1. I wasn't here for the first episode, so that y'all did for Volume 1. I loved Volume 1. It was very great. I felt the Stranger Things like, oh yeah, we're back, guys. It's gonna be great. First 2 episodes, of Volume 2 was okay. I was like, okay, cool. That penultimate episode sucked.
Yeah.
Me and Dylan rant and raved. Me and my brother and him rant and raved about
Yeah.
that penultimate episode for a good hour. I
Yeah.
felt
And
like. And
I felt like I had to take back a lot of because I was defending it
yeah,
heavy
you were defending
because I
that
thought it was
heavily.
going somewhere, and then
the first half of the finale sucked, and then the second half, like the
Epilogue.
was good. I was like, okay, good, okay,
Yeah.
y'all brought it home in the end. Somewhat.
Wasn't deserved, but okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess it's my turn now. I'll say I liked Volume 1. I think I've talked about this in the first podcast. I think Episode 1 was like, Episode 1 was, I was nervous. I was like, oh, you're gonna mess it up. Am I really gonna mess it up? Volume 1 ends genuinely with a bang. Like I was like,
Yes.
that episode with Will getting awesome, really, really good moment, all that stuff. Penultimate episode, not good for a penultimate episode. Maybe like 3 episodes before then, maybe 2 episodes before them, where we talk about all the stuff they talk about in that episode.
Avengers Assemble.
Yeah, and like, and then the finale, the penultimate episode is all about building up the finale. What are we gonna do? They always do a good job of that in every season they've had so far. This one, not so much. And this is your last. This is not the season finale. This is it. This is the series finale. You gotta build this up. And the finale, I think the first bit of it was not good. Looked like it was going somewhere. Then we get to like Linkin Park style music video, green screen, that just did not look good. And then they fight a kaiju.
I
In
saw somebody.
the abyss. Is that what it is?
I don't know what
Yeah.
it's called. I saw somebody.
Don't want to get me started on that either.
I saw somebody edit in who sang "Arms Wide Open"? Creed. They edited in a Creed video, and it actually looked similar.
Yeah,
was like,
I know. I think the abyss in concept is cool. The execution was dumb and not very good. Because I think it's cool that it's like, oh, the upside down actually is like
Well,
a vacuum, and
If you remember, they showed us the Abyss in season 4, and God, it looks so good in season 4.
see they
Oh,
what?
we were supposed to be doing spoilers.
Who cares? Who freaking cares?
Who cares?
we're
It's
gonna
been
Twitter
out for
this
like
week. Okay.
so long now,
Season-
everyone.
Season 4 showed it, so whenever they did the twist of like, oh, the abyss, I'm like, well, you showed us this. So I was like, the abyss. Oh, there's another place, and I was like, another place. Oh, there's that place that Vecna was at. Is that where it's going to be at? And then it was, and I was like, okay, well, that's not as cool now. I think the whole, like, the whatever it was, like
The wormhole
the
theory?
wormhole theory.
I
I,
thought
think
that-
that was
I
kind
thought
of
that was
cool because it was like
My sci-
sci-fi. And
My
like,
sci-fi brain liked that, but
Yeah, me too.
at the same time, it's like well,
it kind of diminishes the upside down. I was like, oh, I like the upside
a
down.
lot. Well, it makes the upside down look weak, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make
My-
it seem very as cool and different.
I disagree with that, but like also I was gonna say my sci-fi brain also like the big ball of like what do you call it? It wasn't dark energy. It was like
Chaos energy.
it was something like that, but like, and the fact that that was
like
that was
Cursed
like,
energy.
Thing that Nancy
was like-
shot at.
it's like exterior energy or something
Yeah.
like that. I don't remember. what it-
Exotic.
exotic
Exotic,
energy.
yeah.
But it was I did
Who
like
cares?
that. It was, and then some of the pictures in there look like Arcane. But anyway,
Yeah. Did.
but yeah, just that part I did like because it was just like it was just firing off the nerd part of my brain, the sci-fi part of my brain. But other than that, yeah, just nothing. Well, Kane had something to say.
About the whole wormhole thing, I don't think it makes the upside down look weaker. Personally, it just, if anything, it makes it make more sense that it's connected like that, because we understand where everything from this comes from, and that
They
was
came from the
good, but
abyss.
it
I
just
really didn't see them there.
That's true. Well,
There's something from.
I just feel like they pull it. I just feel like
was not enough in that finale.
I just feel like they pull it out of their butt at the end.
Yeah.
That's where I get. That's where I'm like the abyss. All right, you pull. When did they bring out the abyss? And explain
Episode
it.
7.
Episode, yeah, right before the show ends, we're gonna bring that out.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay,
Maybe 6.
yeah, I was like, okay.
I was gonna say too. It's again behind the scenes. There's a whole like thing where one of the writers or something is talking about to the Duffer Brothers about the Abyss having no Demogorgons in it is insane. Why would we do that? And then they did it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not listening to your people.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
yeah, I don't think it's necessarily about, like I said, the first hour I didn't love because then they go against Vecna and they beat him in like 10 minutes. And it's
Less
just kind of, yeah.
Within
It's,
10 minutes, the fight that we've been
That's
building
the
up
part
for
that
since
got me a
Will
lot.
Byers was taken. in
That's the
10
part
minutes.
that like
and I think,
got me a
Yeah.
lot was just that he was this like huge like horrible guy
Right,
throughout this
yeah.
whole series.
Yep.
But then he is and then he is like about like all of this and then and then season of 4, and then he's even more into the into this season.
Mhm.
But then they get to him, but then they kill him like this.
Yeah, it's
And
just
that's
kind
and
of
that's my thing. They do the twist. They pull the twist, the mind flare at the very end. Like, oh, the mind flare's been behind. I'm like, yeah, we've known this. What are we doing? What are we doing?
I think that's dumb.
Yeah, like what
somebody said it looked like a
we've
Resident
known
Evil
the
monster
mind
there.
flare. had, like,
No, yeah.
like we've talked about because like in season 4 they talk about like Vecna's this like 5-star general, like the mind
Yeah.
flare, and then suddenly we enter season 5. Vecna is the main guy. I'm like, and like, oh my god, the mind flare's been behind it, and they reveal that last episode. I'm like, wait, we've known this.
I don't know if it's necessarily like spelled out in season 4 that Vecna isn't the main guy, because they bring him out and like he's obviously been behind this whole thing. Like he's also not only Vecna, he's also 0 or 1. Sorry,
Yeah,
1. He's 1. He's
Him.
also Henry Creel. So it's like this whole thing of like, oh, he's been behind this whole time. That twist is awesome in season 4, where it's
Yes.
like, oh my gosh, this guy's been behind it the whole time. He is now the big bad of this show because he
Yes.
has been behind it
Yeah.
the whole
and
time.
then they pivot again to back
And then
to
they go season 5, and they're like, actually, Mind Flayer was there. I was like, what? Why? Because Vecna's just he was already cool enough, and then he didn't really do much this season. And I think the concept of Joyce killing him is good in
However-
concept.
However,
The execution was not all there, and it wasn't built up to. It wasn't a fight. It was
I
a
think
it was a butt kicking for 5 minutes, and Vecna didn't even stand a chance
no.
against these kids with their fire and their guns.
No.
wow, look at my little slingshot over here.
Yeah, freaking Lucas just.
I love freaking kill. Like,
Like I
Lucas
honestly,
did him like Usopp with the slingshot, man.
shooting star.
Yeah,
well, because and it was the whole like I want to give the shout out like Jamie Kimball Bowers did a fantastic job.
yeah.
but I just don't think he was given the best
He wasn't given anything.
content to work with. So it's
Yeah.
like anyway.
A lot of that.
And I'll say this: I liked the epilogue. I had fun with it.
Mhm.
People, I think, are saying it's too long. My retort to that is we are ending a show. It is
Yeah.
not the end of a season. We have to tie up everything. So it's going to be long. It's just the way it works.
Except
Like that's just
I
how it
totally
goes.
Except they
Um,
leave it kind of open ended,
Except that and
and that's another.
I think if they stretch this out to 2.5 hours for the final episode, to give more fight time for them to fight Vecna, almost lose, have to come back. Will has to do something. 11 has to do something. They're trying to, and they're losing, but then they have to come back and win. That's like we say the show's super anime, and it is, but that's like the one thing that anime does well that this show does not, is like the heroes and everything they have to go through during a fight. It looks like they're about to lose, and then something awakens in them, like in episode 4 with Will, when everyone's about to die. The most anime thing I've ever seen in my life in this show is Will looks up like this, and we get flashbacks, and I was like, there it is. This is anime. It's just anime. Talking, yeah. Like and they failed at that. Like, you know, people talk about like, oh, the people that wanted the finale to be the way it was, just watch Attack on Titan and you'll get, because there's a lot of Attack on Titan like similarities between how this final battle goes and how the final battle of Attack on Titan goes. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
should we have written the
Hey.
finale? I mean,
I want to say something the way you said earlier about the divorced brother writing this. What was it? He wrote the parts where Michael lives alone forever now, and he also wrote the part where Nancy and Jonathan break up, and I'm like, what? By the way, great scene, by the way.
Yeah.
They acted. That
was probably the best episode of the last 2 volumes, I would say.
Yes,
Is
I
the
agree.
one, that episode with them when they
because they
talk.
acted their tails off on that, and I was like,
And there's 2 music cues at the end of that conversation. I was like,
their
Like,
chemistry is
great.
amazing.
I mean, they are together,
they
so
are
that
together in
makes
real
sense.
life, yeah.
I'll admit the needle drops in the finale though.
You play Prince, I'm in.
Good.
You play Prince, I'm in.
You play Prince.
Even if it's Purple Rain and it's not earned for Mike and Elle, but
Yeah.
it's Purple Rain. I'm gonna
I was gonna say
love that.
2 things. I was watching it with like Brooklyn, Chloe, all my family. Yeah, and it was like Purple Rain started. We're just like, oh,
Yeah.
come on. And then Landslide started.
Hollywood Mac.
Yeah.
Landslide.
What the heck was that?
I was
Lan-
like, where did you come from?
Yeah, we were looking at the TV. Chloe goes. She's like, that's not
Heroes,
fair.
really?
That's not fair.
Heroes had to happen. You
Yeah,
know, that
yeah,
was
yeah.
like that's gonna be the final credit song because
Yeah.
you have to do that.
They did that. They had that play in season 1, didn't they?
Yeah, but a different version.
Yeah.
It was the
And
I don't remember the guy's name, but that's one of the best episodes of the show, in my opinion. When they use it,
Yeah.
Peter Gabriel, I think his name was.
And then people want to talk about this like it's people, I don't know. But them killing off 11 and then bringing her back.
I don't think that's.
I don't think it's what they're doing. I think it's open for who. It's like.
Well,
do
it's
you believe it?
stupid.
Wait, do you believe it or not? It's open. It's open to.
I don't think it's open to us. I think 11's dead. 11's dead. 11 sacrificed herself for everybody to live,
Yeah.
and she's gone because she knew like the military would keep coming after her. Speaking of the military, where the heck did they go? They just
Yeah.
pack up and leave.
Yeah, they
They shot people and
they looked at them and went slap on the wrist. You're good.
Hopper, you killed multiple agents. You know what? You can be police chief
Nancy, you just murdered a bunch of our friends.
again. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, destroyed our infrastructure. Like come on.
Linda Hamilton said, "I got another Terminator movie to film or something." But I always say this every time. But Linda Hamilton, I went to that panel at GalaxyCon when y'all were meeting people, and I was like, I need to take a break from all this, and I went to a panel.
She said
And she was yeah. She said she's gonna be in Stranger Things, and then she talked about how much she hates James Cameron. It was just a really fun time. This was a great time.
Wow, really?
Yeah, well, they were married and they divorced. Yeah, and she was in Terminator movies, and he's known to not be the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah,
But anyways, as I was saying with 11, we know she dies as an audience. I think we know she dies.
Yeah.
What Mike is doing is taking the road that Hopper said of like, do you learn to accept it and try to like, I don't know, like
make something better.
you make something better of it, I guess. And then he tells them this story because that's his role. He's a storyteller. So he's using D&D to say to them, well, guess what? Maybe she made it. Maybe she made it out. And maybe we'd like to believe that she's out there somewhere living her best life.
If that's what they're going for, why did they show it?
Because
Why does it
symbolism between the D&D character and Elle? Obviously, it's Netflix. They're going to spoon feed freaking everything to the audience because they
Well, then
absolutely have to.
that almost
Matt
makes-
Damon and Ben Affleck talked about this.
That makes it almost more confusing, though, in my opinion.
Well, this is a Netflix thing. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck talked about this right in their new movie that they had. They said on our script they say you have to reiterate the plot 3 or 4 times on a script.
rip?
Yes, because it's for people who are watching it on their if they're like watching it on TV, they're on their phone because they're watching it on Netflix. There's mandates that
Get
have
off
to happen.
your phone.
Yeah, there's mandates that have to happen. Do I think it was executed well? No, not really. But what they were going for, and I think mostly worked because I picked up on like, oh, he's just telling them this to like kind of give like some sort of like, you know what, everything's gonna be okay, closure, like.
Yeah.
We're all going to be okay, using that as maybe she's off doing something, and because she's off doing something better with her life, you guys can too. That's what I got from that.
Yeah,
and maybe
I-
that's me like just thinking like, well, maybe
Yeah.
if they wrote it a little bit better, and that's how it would come off to everybody.
I also do, and then they play Kids one more time, and or Kids playing, and
yeah,
like,
the piano
the
version of the background.
Yeah, they got me in the end. I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh, they put their
Yeah,
D&D
that
books back. That was
yeah.
tear jerker a little bit. I was like, okay, it's kind of hitting a little bit now.
And I was like, oh, easy,
Yeah.
easy. And then I don't know,
the younger kids coming down.
yeah,
Oh,
it's coming down there
awesome.
as well, and then the door shuts. I'm like,
You could tell that's how they wanted to end the show. I think they've known that for a long time.
yes,
They've known that we need to end the show with the D&D session. They're done, and then Mike's sister and them, they go down there and play, and Mike sees that.
That
They
was
knew
good.
they
That
wanted
was
to end
good.
the show with that.
yeah. Absolutely.
How they got there is
Very-
rocky road.
very-
Yeah.
very- not rocky road. That road didn't exist in some areas, and we're
Yeah.
just on dirt.
Yeah, that's true.
but we're on a dirt road. But
I didn't like hate the finale. It's definitely I've seen worse finales
I'm not,
for
I'm
sure.
not saying it's like
Game of Thrones.
yeah, Game of Thrones. Well, there's no argument on what's the worst finale of all time, but
Yeah, well, there's some argument. Game of Thrones is up there, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's Dexter.
oh, that's true.
You know, there's Lost was considered one of the worst ones for a long time for some people.
I don't know why, but
But yeah, it's good apparently. But anyways,
I do want to get on here and say
How I Met Your Mother. Also considered
That's
one of the worst.
true.
Yeah.
no, I
anyways.
agree that one.
Sorry.
I want to get on here and say I did fall for the conformity gate stuff. I started to really
This guy
started-
was trying to cope. Real
I started to really buy into it. I'm like, they did this on purpose.
The only thing
Me and Dylan
was
no.
like there was a weird amount of evidence supporting
That's
it.
what, and
Yeah.
going back now, I'm like, most of that, I'm like, dang, they really just didn't care
They
about
just
plot
didn't-
holes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh,
No, they just didn't care, and that's the craziest thing about it. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even random people I've been asking that have seen it. A lot of people have. They all unanimously say, "Yeah, that was buns.
Yeah.
That just was not good."
Yeah.
That's what Zeb said. He's like, hey guys, that first part sucked. The last part, not bad. But
Yeah. That last part, like I said, I think I'm a sucker for characters talking to each other like real people, and this is the last season. A lot of the season didn't have that. A lot of it was this is that. This is our plan. This is what's going on.
Let's do this.
Here's what's happening. Oh, we're gonna do this. Well, that plan's not gonna work. Let's try this. Well, that plan's not gonna work either. What if we combine both our plans? Oh, that'll work. Well, let me explain with this water bottle here. Like there's just way too much explaining things that we don't need to explain a billion times.
and I defended that because I thought it was going somewhere, but well, it did not go anywhere.
But
and
and
defended that hard too.
and the last half of this last half of the epilogue of the show
They did.
was mostly Hopper, Mike sitting down, talking to each other.
That was good.
Mike and
Very good.
Joyce sitting down, talking to each other. The kids sitting down, talking to each other. Like it was just like, where did that go? Because I go back and watch season 1. Sure, there's a lot of like conversations about what is happening because one, it's a mystery. We're trying to unravel what's happening. But a lot of what that makes that show work in the first season is the conversations that are had between people and the writing and like, I mean, I talk about like Joyce and Jonathan in the street after they find Will's body, and like she's like the lights are going on or whatever, you know.
And he's
She's
like,
talking
at
about
least
lights.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, and he's like talking about, well, I have to plan a funeral for Will, your son, because that's his body's there, and she's acting her butt off because it's Winona Ryder, and she's just awesome, and
That's
she was
the
barely
biggest-
used in this
that's the-
season.
I was gonna say that's the biggest downfall of the season.
Yeah, she did say the F-bomb. That was kind of cool.
That's good.
But yeah, and then it's just the way this show's made. I think it just looks cheaper and cheaper as the show went on.
Yeah.
The first season is genuinely shot masterfully.
I feel like
masterfully.
we also lose, especially in this last season, we lose that mystery.
Yep.
That
Well, obviously the show's changed.
the show
Yeah.
has changed, but even in season 4, we had that mysterious like
I s-
feel, and I feel like that's what the Abyss does. It loses the mystery on the upside down, and I feel like that's
Yeah.
what kills it.
Well, and I've heard this a lot, and this isn't a diss on Marvel movies, kind of is, but it's not. But a lot of people are saying, like with season 4-ish and mostly season 5, they like marveled it. They made it huge and like made it this. You're gonna fight this alien,
Yeah.
and they're like, which I mean I get to an extent, but it's also like you're also making it way bigger than I feel like it needed to be.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just
I mean, there wasn't a plan for this show,
Mhm, probably.
and they like to say that there wasn't. They're lying.
They did not think it'd be as big as it was.
And
Yeah, one season.
with his same train of thought, Marvel was built to be a bigger universal thing.
This is not.
This
No.
it's a small town in
And you know what?
Iowa.
I like what they said in SNL last night. They said
Oh yeah.
everyone liked it, so we're going to do prequels, requels,
Yeah.
sequels, spin-off shows, video games. We're doing it all. And I was laughing so hard at SNL last night. So
But
Yeah, they slammed it hard.
I'll talk about the big dog real quick. The one scene that everyone is losing their freaking mind about. Will comes out in the penultimate scene, and
I'm okay
One,
with it.
I don't understand. I really don't understand why we needed everyone on the cast. Which, by the way, there's way too many freaking characters in this show. Why do we feel the need to add 2 to 3 more characters every season?
You promised to kill someone off Duffer Brothers. Do it.
Yeah, we didn't do it.
Not
Like,
just one.
I forgot about her.
She was even a character.
Yeah, they talked about killing off like 5 people at some point. I don't know when it was.
Oh, they said.
But they're
they
like-
said five.
they're
they said
like-
5 people are gonna die.
They said the 5 people was Kali, 1 Henry, Vecna. I was like, oh my gosh.
11. There you go.
Yeah, and all those soldiers. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
they never got.
That
But-
one soldier crying when 11's dying.
Yeah. I think like it sucks because that scene is also just not written as well as I would
Yeah.
like it to be. One, because it doesn't feel as intimate and personal. It just feels like
Yeah.
a check of the box, which sucks to say.
I do hate that
Um,
a lot of people are saying like he's awkward. I'm like, you're kind of gonna be awkward when you're doing
he's
that.
also freaking Will. Will is
Yeah.
awkward.
Will is awkward. I'm gonna say this: if they would have done the scene with him, his like brother,
the main cast.
the crew, the three boys, Max, 11, and his mom and Jonathan. That I think
Maybe even Nancy, but
maybe Nancy at
I
most.
still think that's too much.
Yeah.
The perfect combination is him, his mom, Mike. That should have been it.
Yeah.
That should have been absolutely it.
And then
He should've
they-
came out
they
to his
can
mom,
tell other
and then he should have told Mike, "This is what happened. This is how I felt. I don't know what I like. I just want to tell you this to get this off my chest." And then we get Mike. Actually, instead of Mike having to like connect the dots in his head or whatever for some reason, we
That was
actually
they had to put that online for them to explain to people. It's
also
crazy.
that was dumb. But we actually get like a conversation which never happens in this season for anything character building wise. And the only times that happens are the times that I like when when Elle and Hopper are talking to each other and they have a lot of conversations with each other. I really like I was like, oh, like their relationship is just so good. It's so well written that I like every time they talk to each other. Another one we talked about already, Jonathan and Nancy, when they had their talk together and they broke up with each other. That was the best scene probably this season. And it was just now this scene that we're being used for is like, oh, well, and they used a dumb excuse is like, oh, well, Vecna's going to tell them if you don't. What? Like it was like, yeah, like you're gay. Like it's like, well, what? Like gay guys, Will, your best friend, he's gay. Ooh. It's like what? Like it just did not make much sense to me. And especially we know that they can write a good come out scene well because Robin and Steve had it in season 3.
and it was
And
great.
season 3 is a banger season. That entire season's very well written.
And Robin and Steve's scene works so well. One, because it's an intimate scene. It's 2 friends talking to each other about this, and Steve. The best part is when Steve says, "But Tammy Thompson's a girl," and there's the right amount of doubt. That's like that he hears it and he doesn't quite get what's happening.
It's the status
'Cause she's-
quo almost.
Yeah, because she's kind of talking around it. She's not just straight up saying it because. I don't know. I just think it works better and it like comes off as a better conversation than him just like coming out and saying it and then or not even saying it. He just says, "I don't like girls." So it's like, okay, well, I guess he's saying I like boys, but like I don't say anything. I just don't like girls. Okay, you can be asexual, man. You don't have to like anybody. But it's like in that scene, there's just the right amount of doubt in Steve, and then Steve's retort for that is way better than what they do. The end me. Dumb. Hate it. I hate when movies do that half the time. Not earned. Steve saying like, oh, well, he sits in it. He's like, oh, well, also because he liked her. So it's probably like, oh my God, I like someone and they're gay. I don't think I've been through this before. And like, he goes like, well, why would you like Tammy? Like he starts making fun of her and they start and like, that's where he proves that he does love her is like, because he's able to be like, oh yeah, well, I don't care. Like, guess what? Tammy sucks. Like, like she's not that great actually.
Not a great singer, and you fast forward to season 4, and it shows that she's not a great singer.
Yes.
And he goes, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah, and like that's where it works well. And this is just kind of used as a we haven't had Will come out yet, so let's just do it. You know.
Another thing I wanted to say because they said that scene did take a little bit because he kept going around like. The merry-go-round on that one.
Yeah.
SNL did last night. They said the scene is still happening, and he goes, I like D, in D with you guys. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my God, that's awful. One Well, anyone else have anything else to say?
We're here.
Yeah.
Ready to get final ratings on season 5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta rate this.
Oh,
Volume 2 and volume 3.
you can do that. You can do that, or you can just rate the whole season as a whole.
I'm gonna do a whole.
Okay,
season,
you can do it whichever way you want to.
Yeah.
All right, Braven.
Whole season. So including volume 2, volume 1, 2, and 3, I'm gonna say it is a 7 out of 10. Volume 1 being I wasn't here for volume 1, so volume 1 being I feel like 8.5 to 9 out of 10 for me. Volume 2 is a 8 out of 10, and then the finale is a 7 out of 10. So,
Canaan?
I can't remember exactly what I gave for volume 1. I think it was 8 or 8.5, something like that. But volume 2 for me was a 7 out of 10. It failed in a lot of places that I feel like it should have been better. And part 3 was a 5 out of 10.
Oh,
Like, I can't give it any higher. It disappointed me in so many regards that it had no redeeming qualities. Especially being a finale, it had to be good, and it didn't. So, I guess all those together be what, a 6.5 out
Okay.
of 10. So it's not great,
not too much lower than
but
me. So yeah.
it's not awful either.
okay.
I like the first part, but that's it.
Ethan?
Yeah, so I'll do the same thing they did. So like I think I gave the first part like a 9.
Okay.
Part 2 or volume 2 would have been higher if we had done one like in between, which we didn't. But after everything, I think I'm gonna give volume 2 like a 8 out of 10, and then volume 3 or the finale was a 6 out of 10.
Wow. I'm very surprised.
Because like the last part of it, the epilogue, that gave it most of its points for me, I think. But you just can't. I can't get over the first half of it. So altogether, I'd say it's like a 7.5, 7-ish.
Yeah, maybe
So.
that.
Chad.
So I think for part 1, I think I gave also a 9. For part 2, I think I'm gonna give it a 7. For part 3, so I think I'm with the Canaan on this one.
Wow.
And just because I think I agree with that, it was dragged out a lot. Then I think the epilogue was dragged a lot. Did it have to happen? Yes, I think so. But just don't take an hour into your series ending, and of just people just and I'm just reminiscing, then and then just like all this and that. I'd say give it like half an hour at the most. I'm just what killed me was just that it took an hour for them to and for them to prep and to kill him, but then the last hour is that it's just them. And it's just them reminiscing on everything.
Like saying like it took the same amount of time on both sides. It's
Right.
like, really?
Yeah. Right, but just like, was it cool? Yes, I think so. But just like, it was just like an epilogue that was just like way too long, in my opinion.
I'm the highest in the finale out of all of us. surprisingly, because I think the finale, minus the first half, because I'm actually way more negative on the first half. than I am
Yeah,
the
that's
second
me.
half.
That's me too.
The first half, I think, destroys basically all the hype I had, if any, going into the final battle. And at least the second half, like, kind of returns to what I like about the show, which I've already talked about, is these characters that we've learned to love and grow up with so much. We get them reminiscing back to being themselves. Now all this is over, is great, because it's also kind of like us reminiscing on things back when the show started. I mean, 2016 was when the show started, 10 years ago. And maybe split the finale, but like I said earlier, give the finale another 20 minutes. You've done a 2.5 hour episode before. Why not do it for
I'm saying my
yeah.
I was gonna say my rating. If I could rate like the first half and the second half of that,
half an hour.
Yeah.
At least half an hour. That fight should have been at least half an
I
hour.
agree.
If not,
Or
if
make
not
that-
close to an hour.
yeah.
We should. God damn it, Corey, you should have been there.
Yeah.
I think
Split
there
people up a little bit.
should have been at least like somewhat like of an army.
With the power of
there.
friendship, we'll beat him.
Yeah.
Kill myself.
And there
It's-
should have been a death or two.
Yeah. 2 or 3 people should have died.
Steve
It's the final season.
I'm glad Steve didn't die at the beginning in the way that they faked him out.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
He should have died.
When he started slipping, I was like, no way they're gonna kill him like this, bruh.
Well, I mean,
Luckily
they
they didn't.
I mean, they said a dark Christmas. Yeah, freaking a bad episode. That's
Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, like I was saying, Volume 1 I'd give a 9 to. Volume 2 I'm the lowest on. I'd probably maybe a 7 or a 6.
I gave it a 7, so
Probably 7 is what I'm gonna go
I think
with.
7 or 8 is what I gave it.
And then I give the finale an 8. Just because I really like the conversations had in the last bit of that.
And that's what I was saying just a second ago though. If I could rate the epilogue, it would be higher than.
I agree, actually.
I just think the obviously the first bit. I think it would be higher if the first bit wasn't so lackluster. But
Like
the
it
last
did.
bit, I mean, I can't lie that if I have any sort of emotion at the end of something, you at least did
Yeah.
something right.
Yeah.
So, and most of it is not because of season 5, but it's because of the show in general that the epilogue works so well.
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, this was a show that I watched when it came out, and I've grown up with. I was 14 when I watched the show, and now I'm 23 out of college, which is just like insane. But yeah, I still think it's disappointing. I think that rounds up to I think I gave season 5 an 8 from what I remember. So I think that probably works the best, just because it still has a lot of good, sometimes even great in the season, but there is probably the most amount of lows in the season for Stranger Things that they've had in any other season. So I think this is definitely the worst season, but I don't think it's a bad season. I think it's just kind of okay, and sometimes and sometimes that's worse. So
I feel like it's worse in this case. When it comes to this show,
what,
just 'cause
the
of how-
final season.
That's what I was about to
Yeah,
say.
when it comes to this show, just because of how built up this show is, like in our culture itself,
Yeah,
like it.
you can't just have okay.
You can't have an okay. You
Yeah.
can't have an okay last season. You can't have an okay last season.
Yeah.
You have to go out fighting.
Yep.
We went out talking.
What's going on?
Also, it's like Conquest said, you were given time.
Yeah,
You had 3 years.
yeah, and this is what you did. How are you not done writing the final episode yet?
That blows me away.
3 years?
3 years?
Gosh,
I could have wrote
Exactly,
a better
for real.
final episode in 3 months than that. That's crazy.
that's insane.
3 hours.
Give me 3 hours.
But all right. Any more thoughts on Stranger Things?
Abysmal. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad.
Sucks it's gone. I am gonna miss it.
I'm gonna miss it.
Yeah. But the kids, rewatching the first season, one of the best seasons I made last year. Like unbelievable. That's when I realized season 1 is perfect in my opinion. I think it's a perfect season of television. But yeah, okay. That's all we have to say.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it. That's all
Yeah.
it is.
We have more podcasts coming out. The big 3 should be out already.
Bone Temple should be out already.
Bone Temple should be out already. We have Percy Jackson review coming up. We have Return to Silent Hill review coming up. We have Iron Lung, Markiplier's
Our
debut
Lung will be
feature.
coming out soon. There's no.
It's probably good, but I'm watching it with my mom, probably. So won't be
There's
watching
no
it with y'all.
games coming out this month that we know of as of right now.
No games we're gonna do a podcast on.
Yeah, no games that we're doing a podcast on. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil next
Resident
month.
Evil will be next month, and so will Scream.
So is that only us
those are
two?
the only 2 games coming out next
Then
month.
there's Fallout ending and
Fallout,
Is that only us
Fallout,
two?
Knights of the Seven
And-
Kingdoms,
yep.
and Wonder Man will
Wonder
be
Man.
next month. But shows have it next month, but everything else
we'll get into later.
we'll get into later.
Are you
Yeah.
playing Resident Evil?
No, I haven't played any of the other ones.
Okay. Are you playing Resident Evil?
I'm debating it right now.
Right
Are
now
you
it's just
playing
you two.
the Resident Evil Canaan?
Right now it's just
I
you
haven't
two on
No,
the podcast.
the only one that would be able to would be me because I'm caught up with Leon's story. So
But all right. But all right.
it might be the 2 of you or me. So.
I love you guys, but you have to say it back. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Do 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 do.